If you want to, or if you can, make sure to go and support me on my Ko-Fi page, TikTok, and on my itch.io page. Links are all in the description below. Now, before we do start off, I just want to say that I am fully aware of the fact that I've already made a video like this, but I have done some rearrangements and stuff like that, and I thought it would be pretty cool to just showcase those rearrangements and what's changed and whatnot. So yeah, let's just get started. So let's just get started with the start, I guess this area right here where you enter in. This is the door, and then right here, instead of hanging coats on the coat hanger, I've hanged these crosses and stuff like that. I've got Mary here, I've got Saint Mary, I've got the cross here, I've got this military badge. Here we've got the switches, and these switches are really cool because if you look up there, then they're separate, which means that if I was to, like, let's say only like click this switch, then only those lights would turn off, which is really cool in my opinion. Then we've got over here is like a compartment for parts, I guess, if you'd want to call that. Here's my laptop. I primarily use this for like when I'm in the school dormitory or like for game development. I don't really use this for gaming. I mean, I do use it, but like only in like the school dormitory or when I don't have another PC to work on. Got some clothes right here. Then we've got my school bag right there, which I've already prepared since sadly school begins in like a week as of me recording this video. So yeah, same with my case right here. I've already prepared it, or I mean I've somewhat prepared it. I still have some things to prepare. Then over here, so this cupboard area right here are basically just components. So if I like open up this, as you can see, like these are literally like components. So this is for motherboards, that's for power supplies, this is for like just other random stuff, and then over here the very bottom one is just for like broken components. Over here I have this is really cool. Over here I have some original military gear that I got from my grandpa. Over here I just got some juices and stuff like that if I get thirsty and want to drink. Over here I got some keyboards. An IRL friend gave me this keyboard. The same friend that gave me the NVMe drives and the SATA drives and everything for when I was upgrading the budget PC. And then this monitor is also from another IRL friend. So a big shout out to both of them for giving me these two items. And then just a random charging cable right there. After that, let's move, I guess, to this side, this side of the room. Over here, we've got, it was a workout machine. I did used to work out, but I've stopped working out, so this machine is just now like sitting here and collecting dust. But I should probably get that checked out and like, get it somewhere else, because it is just sitting here taking up dust and it's taking up space. And I don't know if you guys can notice this, but I mean, this isn't exactly the biggest room. So I mean, it's not a tiny room, but it's also not really the biggest room. So any space that I can save on is a game or a life saver, I guess. So this I've been thinking of putting it somewhere else, but I'll see. It's gonna stay here for now. Inside of there I have some clothes. I don't even know why that bugs me so much. That door never fully closes and I have no idea why, but yeah, I have all my clothes and stuff like that inside of there. Up there, you guys might have already seen, I have a load of random stuff up there. I have like soldering gear. I have like a PC panel or something like that. I really have to check. What I have up there is just a bunch of random stuff. But then over here I did used to have a picture of my old class, but I just took it down because I mean, either way this machine was in the way. So After that, let's move to this side, I guess. Over here, we've got, as I alluded to, the budget PC with some upgrades, which I will be making a video on. I won't be spoiling too much, as I've already alluded to it, but I will be making a video on it very soon. As you can see, I've already hooked up a controller, a monitor, everything. You know, I'm testing it out and stuff like that. I will say this: it was a very, very rocky trip to get to here, but I do think that that everything works all right. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think everything works all right. I think. But yeah, over here we've got, of course, the monitor, the controller, the keyboard, mouse, you know, and then I've got some cool stuff here. So I've got this like picture of Saint Nicholas. Then I've got this cool little statue of a Slovak soldier. I've got this little speaker with a holder, like a wooden holder. A USB stick with some stuff on it, which I can't really reveal. Don't worry, it isn't anything bad. It's just some private info and stuff like that. Then some toothpicks because funnily enough, the button on this speaker fell off, and now I'm turning it on with toothpicks. So yeah, over here is the remote for the TV, and then this is just a nice little clock that I took with me. This is actually a clock that I had in Macedonia in my room, but I took it with me because I was like, you know, why should I keep it there when I'm like barely there, like once a year, you know, once or twice a year. So, you know, it would look nicer here in this room, and it really does. It really does add nicely to the table. And then, of course, this is the chair. Now over here we've got the TV. Of course, it's turned on with That Way Does Tech, an amazing YouTuber. Huge shout out to him because he is a really amazing YouTuber. I absolutely love his content. Then we've got this random beer can, which I mean, yeah, it isn't really a part of the whole package, but still, got some money here. And then over here is the best cable management you will ever see. Absolute perfection. I have no words for this cable management. Then over here I have some weights and a tank, and some cool little seashells which I should organize. I don't know why they're so disorganized. I think yesterday while my mom was cleaning, she kind of disorganized them, but they were nicely organized in like a row. But anyhow, yeah, these were some seashells that I collected from Italy while going to the beach, and then these are just some warranty papers and stuff like that. Then going over here, we've got the bed. Is my bed that I of course sleep inside of. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? You know, I sleep and lay inside of there. And then over here, I've got 3 PCs. Now, I will be making a separate video on them, so I won't reveal too much about them, but these are just PCs that I built out of the parts that I already had. Here's the phone charger over here, and then if we go over here, we will see here's my wallet, my my headphones, my wireless headphones, a cool little airplane model that one of my IRL friends gave me for my birthday. That's a really cool gift. A huge shout out to him. And the American flag that one of my friends, also IRL as well, also gave me for my birthday. So a huge shout out to him as well. Both the presents are amazing, and I still keep them to this day. Funnily enough, I never even knew that you have to like put together the plane, because my friend gave me the plane in like, it was nicely arranged, you know, and everything, like 3D printed, but it was like in this sort of frame. Each part was like in a frame, and I thought you had to like frame it on a wall. And if you did notice, I don't know if you noticed in the last tour I did of my room, I actually had this right here, or no, it was right here, and then I had this picture here, but I moved this here, and then I put together the airplane. And now it's sitting over there because I mean I couldn't really find any better area to put it in. And I mean, come on, I mean there couldn't be a better place than on top of that American flag. And then over here I have a bunch of parts here. I have some discs, some cables, a graphics card, you know, some RAM, and this is for a future project and slash PC build that I will be making a video on, so I won't spoil anything, but just a little hint, it's something for one of my friends. So yeah, you might have noticed that there are like stains on the walls and stuff like that, and don't worry, in about a week or two, or like, yeah, in about 2 weeks, yeah, we do plan to repaint these walls, basically paint them like white again, you know, so like all the stains and like, you know, all the little stains and stuff like that are removed. Now, some other changes that I plan to make in the future, maybe putting the TV like up on a wall somewhere here, but that's really optional, you know, it's not necessary. And then maybe some other changes is like when I get the case for this PC build, which I won't be spoiling anything, but it's a really cool case from one of my IRL friends. It's a 3D printed case, so I am really excited to get it and show it off to you guys when the video comes out. But once I do get a case for this, and once I do put it like somewhere like, I don't know, here or like over there underneath that table, I do plan to like use this as like a benchmarking table, I guess, where I could have this as like a separate area for you know, testing PCs and stuff like that I build in the future. I think that would be really cool and really nice, having like a little small separate area where I can like just quickly or like at least slightly boot test PCs. So yeah, that would be really cool. And so yeah, but besides that, I don't really plan to make any more changes. I think, and also, you know, of course, moving this machine somewhere else. But besides those changes, I don't really plan to make any other changes. I think that as this is right now, I think it is almost perfect. And with those changes, or at least with most of those changes that I just said, I think this room will be perfectly set up, yeah. But anyhow, yeah, that's it for this video. I don't really know why I decided to make another room tour video. I guess I just thought it would be cool to make a second room tour and show off all the changes to this room. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was cool to you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.